It's the Savage Nation. A second American journalist was beheaded by these cowards. This time, of course, the State Department won't confirm it actually happened. They're still determining whether the Obama administration can even report that the beheading is accurate. And, of course, I think Obama's at a fundraiser today. He can't be bothered to confirm or deny it. Second American journalist beheaded, and the dirty, filthy coward in a black Islamo Klux Klan outfit. How come the leftists are so afraid of Ku Klux Klan members wearing white who do virtually nothing in this country, and are sitting and saying nothing about the Islamo Klux Klan wearing black? I mean, they're wearing black sheets over their head. That's the Islamo Klux Klan. That doesn't seem to frighten the liberals. Why is that? Anyway, here we are again. What should we do about it? Is the fear of this group affecting you? Do you give a damn? Or should we not care about this? Are you afraid of this blitzkrieg that's going on in the Mideast, rather? Sorry. It's a blitzkrieg. And the Defense Department says, oh, well, we knew about him a year ago, but the president was busy with other things like trying to grant amnesty to 60 million illegal aliens, like spying on every American, like attacking his political opponents with the IRS. He couldn't be bothered with ISIS. And then they admit, oh, we were shocked that they made such rapid advances in the Middle East. Reminded me of Hitler's blitzkrieg in the beginning of World War II. Remember the blitzkrieg, those of you who study a little history? Blitzkrieg. Lightning strikes. Well, the Islamo-fascists are real smart. Most of them were top military men under Saddam Hussein. Remember him? Old Saddam Hussein who Bush killed? And I said, don't kill him, just weaken him. Remember that? See, Bush 1 had it right. Bush 1 weakened Saddam Hussein by weakening his military but not killing him, because he knew Saddam Hussein, a Sunni, would be a counterbalance to the Shias of Iran. And he didn't destroy the Republican Guard. He kept them intact. But Bush 2 was advised by neocons, who I can name by name, who said, kill Saddam, kill his sons, kill the Republican Guard, break all of his weapons. And look what we have today. Take a look at what we have today. Now we have a president who is not like a deer stuck in the headlights on the highway of fascism. No, there's another analogy I could make, but it's a family show and I can't do it. No, Obama's not like the proverbial deer stuck blindedly on a highway with the headlights on him, standing there on the road and you have to come to a stop. There's another analogy I can make, but it's a family show and I can't do it on the Savage Nation. Now, if this was an internet show, I'd ask some questions today that I can't ask on a national show. But I think you can ask them of yourselves. We are at war. Do you understand that we are at war? Whether you want to accept it or not, you're at war. Whether you want to accept that this government's at war or not doesn't matter, because the enemy is at war with it, and the enemy is at war with you. You may not know it, you may not care about it, but you are at war. They have said you're at war. And what they're doing to these poor journalists, cutting their heads off, is horrendous. But what they have done to religious minorities such as the Yazidi, the Christians, is beyond comprehension. Burying them alive, beheading men in front of their women and children, raping the women, putting the women into slavery, selling the women, massacring the children. It's beyond your imagination, because you can't accept that Hitler is back, but he's not speaking German, and he's not dancing to the Horst Wessel song. No, Hitler is back, only he's speaking Arabic, not German. And Hitler is back, and he's not marching to the Horst Wessel song. He's marching to a different drummer. Marching they are across the Middle East right now, soon coming to a town in the Midwest. And you see, we have great men in our intelligence department. We have the DHS that can't keep track of its own cars. We have the FBI who's spending millions of dollars putting out videotapes of how great they're doing. Do you feel protected by your intelligence agencies, which have been purged? They've been purged, by the way, under Hussein Obama. Your FBI, your CIA, your DHS, your NSA have been purged under Hussein Obama. They've been purged. They can't say the M word. They can't say the I word. The only dangers to this nation, according to Obama's intelligence girls and boys, are Christians, Tea Party members, those who live in Idaho and New Mexico and drive pickup trucks. White males who wear crosses are in their crosshairs. those who wear black Klux Klan outfits, no, that doesn't matter. Oh, no, the black Klux Klan outfits don't seem to work. 855-407-28. Do you care to comment on this? Is that a big enough topic for you? Or should I talk about the nude pictures that went up on the cloud? I cannot believe people are talking about these dirtbags in Hollywood who post nude pictures of themselves. Oh, my nude picture went up on the iCloud. I'm offended. Well, the FBI's on that. Oh, yeah, the FBI's Johnny on the spot with the nude pictures. They'll get to the bottom of that one. Don't you worry. Oh, yeah, they're going to find out who posted the nude pictures of the slutolas of Hollywood. Oh, my. Nude celebrity photos? How did that happen? Well, they posted them. That's how it happened. And now someone got them, and oh, my God, that's private stuff. And so Obama, the social engineer, sicking the FBI on them. He's not interested in the Islamo-Klux Klan because there is no Islamo-Klux Klan. No, there's no Islamo-Klux Klan. We're not at war. We're not at war. No, it doesn't matter. Anything to say? Anything to say about all of this? Yesterday we played some songs. We talked about Jimmy Carter's dirty money coming from Arab nations. Yesterday we talked about Al Gore, a man born without the gene for shame. You see, the pack ice in the Arctic has grown over the last 2 years to an area larger than the state of Alaska. But Al Gore hasn't stopped his big lie. The liars in the academic world have not stopped their big juggernaut of lies. No, we talked about that. And, of course, I celebrated the sanctity of labor. The sanctity of labor on Labor Day. I played a speech for you about labor, the labor of my grandfather, my father, and myself, and then, of course, my children, all raised to believe that, well, I say the work ethic. The work ethic is as simple as that. And now we have the leech ethic. From the work ethic to the leech ethic in one generation. Obama encourages the leeches and discourages the workers. Obama encourages the leeches to come into the country and tells the workers to drop dead and raises their taxes at every turn. Isn't it wonderful, all in one generation? Care to comment on any of my comments? You can. Phone number is 855. Now, by the way, the agencies that protect us are not even sure the beheading is true. No, they're still studying the video to see if it's true. Yeah, oh yeah. Now, why do you think this group, this Islamo-fascist, the Islamo-Klux Klan, is publishing these videos? Why would the Islamo-Klux Klan put out these videos? What do they think is going to happen? They kill a Jewish reporter, Stephen Sotloff, by the way. Not one word out of the mouth of the professional Jewish organizations who get so offended. I'm offended. I'm so offended. They get so offended over so many things, and they're not offended now. Where are all of the professional Jewish groups in America that are so easily offended over offensive things, but have nothing to say about the beheading of a Jewish reporter? Shall I name some of these professional Jewish groups who are so easily offended? I'm offended. I'm offended. This is offensive. Have nothing to say about the beheading of Mr. Sotloff. Why is that? Anyone have any answers on that? I do. Believe me, I have a lot to say, and I'm going to say it in the next 2 hours on this show. Let's take the first caller. Michael on the Internet, thanks for calling the Savage Nation. Fire away.
Yes, Michael. First of all, this second Daniel Pearl, as liberal, obviously, as he was, as naive as he was, a Jew who must know that they would like nothing better than to get somebody who was willing to put his head in the mouth of a lion. This person, who must have been a cosmopolitan, thinking that he could be above all the rest of those savages, is just typical of what a liberal is, and liberalism got him killed. What I want to say...
Hold on. Let's slow down. You're blaming the victim here, Michael, is what you're doing.
Correct.
But let me explain something. You can't blame the victim. Where was he abducted? Do you know where Sotloff had been abducted? Do you have an answer to that question?
He was abducted.
Before you accuse him of thinking he was above it and they wouldn't hurt him, I don't believe that's true. I believe he was abducted when he was not even in their area. I think they overtook an area where he was, and they overtook it so quickly that he was captured.
Michael, Rabbi Meir Kahane used to say...
Well, hold on. Meir Kahane is dead. Meir Kahane is dead. I know every Jew at 22. I get it. I understand that. But, I understand what you're saying. But it's like Rush Limbaugh blaming Robin Williams' death, suicide on being liberal. That was idiotic. That was stupid. That was stupid to say Robin Williams killed himself because he was a liberal. You can't plug the word liberal into everything and come up with the right answer, Michael.
If he is a cosmopolitan, he couldn't possibly be a conservative. The point is this. If he doesn't
wait a minute. You mean they killed him because he was liberal? That's ridiculous. They killed him because he was an American.
How does he expect to take seriously the opposite religion, Islam, when they will follow it to the hilt? There's no moderate Muslims. They're just people who haven't. Well,
no, okay, thanks. Now we're getting what we used to say in old German, Meshuggah. The caller already went off the 855-407-282. He made a point that I don't agree with him. He said Sotloff was killed because he was a cosmopolitan liberal, which is idiotic. It's not why he was killed. He was overtaken and captured. The enemy here is the Islamo-Klux Klan, not Mr. Sotloff, who was beheaded by these throwback scum. The scum of the earth. You know what kills me? I'll tell you what really grates me. Is all of these self-righteous, phony Muslims in the world who say that we're degenerate, who say that we're perverted, who say that we're distorted, who say that we're this, who say that we're that, and then they kill women and children, innocent men, and they think that that makes them superior. These are nothing but psychopathic killers using the Quran as a weapon to disguise their sickness, their homicidal mania. Let me say that again in case you missed it. The Muslims who hide behind the Quran to commit these atrocities are psychopathic homicidal maniacs using the Quran as a weapon to hide their homicidal insanity. I'll be right back.